Hey guys, it's number 5, last one of the week. So this is mustard seed faith, and this is incredible. This is really. I'm going to read from Mark 9, verses sort of 14 through 29ish, somewhere in there. That's where we'll be looking. But you can also find this in Matthew 17, 14 to 21. I just particularly think the Mark one has more in it, so we went there. But read both. Both are good. This is after Christ is transfigured, which we just talked about in insight number 4. So when he comes down, there's this man that comes up to him, running basically to him. And the multitude says, this is in 17, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which hath a dumb spirit. It's interesting. This poor boy who has these spirits literally throws himself in the water, throws himself in the fire. They're constantly, the whole family is trying to keep him safe and help him, and they love him because it's their son and their brother and you know, whatever extended family, aunts, uncles, grandparents, they're really trying to care for this boy. And he's just does the most bizarre things that continues to hurt himself, and he doesn't get it, and they want healing for him. And he says in 18, and you know, wherever so they take him, he foameth, he gnashes at teeth, he pines away, you know, he's like, whatever's going on with him is just, it could be a disability, and it could be that he does have a possession. It's not entirely clear around that, but whatever, this guy was in constant danger to himself, and it was really tearing up the family. They were really trying their best to keep him safe and to keep him well, and it was just heartbreaking. It would be as a parent, completely heartbreaking. So they brought him unto him, and he saw straight away the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. So like the kid's already like lying on the ground having a fit of some type. And he asked his father, so Christ asked his father, how long is it since he's been like this, you know? And he says, well, since he was a child, he's always been this way. And then he says, and oft times it have cast him into the fire and into the waters and destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Now that's the line you want to look for in all of this. If thou canst do anything, whatever it is you can do, again, mustard seed faith, the same as the woman with a daughter that had another issue. If we will take whatever you want to give us. We expect miracles. We're here for a miracle, but we will take whatever you're going to give, and that will be great. Just the desperation of it, you really feel it. And if you will have compassion on us, not just the son, but us as an entire family, because it's got to be incredibly difficult to live as a family with a son who keeps throwing himself in the fire and jumping into the water and falling on the ground and fitting, and there's no modern medicine then. They don't know what's doing this. They have no idea. It could have been a brain injury. It could have been anything. But have compassion on us. So Jesus said unto him in 23, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. So all things are possible to him that believeth. If you believe it, it is possible. It's true. It just might not look how you think, but you believe it, it's going to happen. It's just when and how, and those things drive us nuts usually, but you believe it, we'll make it happen. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou my unbelief. And then it goes on to, he clears out the spirit, and the boy's good, and he rises them up, and all as well. Both are lifted. So he takes Jesus in 27. Jesus took him by the hand, and then the disciples say to him, they'll put that down. The disciples say to him, well, we already tried to heal him, why can't we heal him? And Jesus goes on, well, actually, this is a deeper matter that requires prayer and fasting, and then kind of explains why that's necessary before you can do something of that magnitude. Like, you can't just walk up. It's not just like giving a regular blessing in a hurry, which you should be prepared for as a priesthood holder if someone's sick, to just give them a blessing. But something when it's this intense requires preparation of your soul to be in a place to be able to do that. So he takes a moment to teach them that too. And I'm sure there's priesthood holders in your life that have those experiences, if you're not one yourself. But they'll be able to tell you, yeah, it does. It takes preparation, and that when they do that, they can literally feel it flowing from them and they feel tired afterwards. So it does. But there's so much to learn from this account, so much to learn from about all sorts of things. But I'm like, here's 3 points that I pulled out. So 1, the Father asked Christ to help us, like the whole family. And that's what we should look for when we're expecting a miracle, is not just for ourselves, but for those in our circle of influence, our sphere of control, our families. If you don't have a family, maybe it's your friends, it's your family, like whatever you call family, your animals and you, there's your family. It's fine. But for us, I really like that. 2, when challenged on his faith, he states the faith he has first. So, like, if you have faith to believe it can happen, he states his faith first. He says, Lord, I believe. But then acknowledging his lack, help me with my lack of complete faith. So help me with my unbelief. I do believe you. I do. But I'm struggling believing you 100%. So help me with the bit that I'm struggling with. But I do believe you. That's really important. So he holds strong to what he does know while he learns more. So lead with belief, then work on any unbelief. I really like that part. And thirdly, when doubt and difficulty come, and they always will, do not be afraid to ask for help. Humbly and honestly, as this father did. Like he was pleading. Do not be afraid to ask for help. If we do so with this full purpose of heart, God will send help from both sides of the veil to strengthen our belief. It all starts with mustard seed faith. If you have faith like a mustard seed, you just need that, and Christ will fill in the rest. And some days I have faith like a mustard seed. Some days I have faith like a whole packet of mustard seeds. Some days I'm struggling with 3 mustard seeds. Like it will change and fluctuate. But all we need is to start with that mustard seed and it will grow. Some days I'm feeling like the mustard seed in full tree growth with like fruit off it and like so solidly good. Others days not so much. So sometimes it's a little sapling tree and it's still like breakable and but it's going to grow again. And I know it's going to grow and I'll keep working on that. So it starts with that mustard seed faith. That's where you start and you build from there and it gets better and better. President M. Russell Ballard, he said, life can be filled with faith, joy, happiness, hope, and love when we exercise the smallest amount of real faith in Christ, even a mustard seed of faith. And it's so true. You just start with that. And I should have had some mustard seeds. I've had them before in here. Totally didn't have them on my holiday. Sorry, I forgot to pack those too. Yeah, I forgot to pack a few things, but it's all good. We're good. There's shops around, not open today because it's Good Friday, and I'll have to hit them tomorrow, but I'll be fine. I'll definitely cope, not a problem. But yeah, some mustard seeds there. So start with mustard seed. That's that. But there's a really good. There's so much to take from that account. And the Matthew account is good as well. It just, the Mark has sort of more around to help us and help by my unbelief. The way it just flows, it just works more there, I find. That's why we need more than one account, right? We need some backups and different point of views. So I really like that. So yeah, I really do like to, and I will state again, because I think a lot of people need this right now. And this is what I'm going to build that workshop on that I'm teaching. I'm going to build it on this, the mustard seed faith. But he holds strong to what he does know while he learns to learn more. He leads with belief and then he works on unbelief. So take the belief you have and ask Christ to help your unbelief. And it'll work brilliantly. Alright, that's me for this week. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a good Easter weekend that we're currently in right now when I'm recording. And I shall see you next week with more awesome Come Follow Me. I'm really loving the way they've themed it. It works really, really well. And I hope you're enjoying it, even though it does not chronologically match up. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We're learning Christ. We're learning how to focus. We're learning kingdom. We're learning so much good stuff. And if it's going to help us, it's going to help us. And it does. I love the Come Follow Me manual. I love the Come Follow Me program. And I just encourage you to just try the best you can at doing it and embracing what you can into your life, what you choose to bring into your life. It's one of those things that will help keep that pure heart so that you can focus on Christ and that you won't sink. And if you do start sinking, he'll be right there and you'll know it's him and you'll take his hand. So that I'm going to leave with you this Easter weekend, and enjoy. I love you guys. Stay safe. See you later. Bye.